Well, let's bring in the man himself, the man behind the video, Mr. Zac Alsop. Zac, thank you very much for talking to Beyond the Game. Now, I don't know if you know this, but Mayweather and McGregor, they're tough guys. So they're going to be surrounded by the biggest and toughest and the most expensive security. So what on earth were you thinking?
Well, as long as I wasn't going to try anything funny, I'm sure they wouldn't. There was no reason for them to know. So I was pretty confident in my abilities, and yeah, just confident in myself that I wasn't going to get beaten up.
Yeah, but this is on a different scale of confidence. Wasn't there a moment where you were just, you know what, this could go wrong? I mean, if it did, what was your B plan?
Well, I was always happy to leave, whether that was being thrown out by kind of two big burly blokes or whether that was just leaving on my own accord. But considering no one rumbled me, I was there till the end. So there was no real game plan. Just went with the flow, to be honest.
So you literally just, I suppose, blagged it. But I mean, just watching, the whole video, you went the extra mile. You photoshopped the passes. You got a suit as well, a very nice suit at that. Just how much did it all cost, and how long did it take for you to prepare?
Surprisingly, not that long. I got a text from a friend literally 2 days before the event on the Wednesday. Obviously, I'd seen it online, kind of blown up on my Facebook from the stops in Toronto, New York, and stuff like that. So I only really committed going on the following day, on the Thursday. So that was when I started kind of the research phase. It only really cost me petrol money to get up there, but I mean, I'll spend that any day to have as much fun as I did, to be honest.
Well, just watching the video, you got frighteningly close to Conor McGregor. In fact, it was just before he took to the stage. Have their security been in touch with you?
No, but I have heard from one of Conor McGregor's security guard's friends. So he messaged me through Instagram, and I think what he said was the general opinion was that it was quite funny, but no one's reached out in terms of security.
Well, needless to say, your antics have gone viral. I mean, looking back now, do you wish that you kind of kept it under wraps, because you're kind of giving the game away now? Everyone knows your face.
Yeah, I think at some point it was always going to happen, though. It did with the Olympic thing. I mean, it was worldwide news pretty much overnight. I woke up to every media organisation in the UK trying to kind of figure out who I was. So it didn't stop me that time. I'm not going to speak too soon and say it won't stop me again, but it's definitely given the game away a little bit. So but we'll have to test the waters with something else.
With the Team GB hoax, can you just talk us through the whole process of that? I mean, was it easier than the McGregor-Mayweather presser?
Oh, no, certainly not. No, that one was a bit more preparation, because I mean there was kind of talks of the security weeks before that, massive investment going into it. But again, we didn't really have a solid plan on what we were going to do probably until 5 days before the event. And that was when we found these tracksuits online. So if it wasn't for the tracksuits, then we definitely wouldn't have got very far at all. But yeah, the plans always kind of do tend to come together right at the last minute in true last minute fashion, and somehow they always seem to work. So.
Okay, well, finally, I like to think of myself as a good blagger, but what you did was just, I'm not that bad, but what you did was something extraordinary. Do you have any advice for any other young blaggers out there?
I think it's important to always be respectful. I've seen other videos online of people doing it and then getting angry or like aggressive towards security guards when they get kicked out. And if you're going to do it, have fun with it, but don't get annoyed if you get kicked out. It's fair game. They're doing their job. So I think like be respectful with it, and it is kind of a fair game situation then.
Okay, Zac, you are my idol. Thank you for coming on.
Pleasure. Take care.